Are we back?
We're back.
We're back. We're back. We're back.
Back.
Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully everybody will find us.
We're back.
I'm going to see if I can find us. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah?
I just looked up and we had nobody there.
Well, give it a second. Maybe people will come in. Find it. Oh, Tracy's here. I found you. I found you. That's right, Tracy. You did. You did. I'm not sure what happened. That's really weird.
We had a blip.
Yeah.
Oh, I show that we're live again.
Okay, so we are live. Let's give a few seconds, everybody come in. Tracy, I hope you're doing well. Sherry Jones, Happy New Year to you as well. This is our first episode of 2024.
Yeah. Hey, Sherry. Tracy,
Lots
again.
of fun things, right? Hopefully. Oh,
Okay.
Here comes Ronnie C. Here is Scott Nightengale. Yeah, I don't know what happened. We got are disconnected from our other live. That's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. We just got, maybe we had a blip in the internet or.
It's possible. It's windy and it is so cold. We are at 14 degrees right now. And it's just supposed to get colder and colder, right? So it's cold here in Oklahoma, Josh Ray Slot says. Yeah.
Yeah, we Pop's been live a bunch, and he said that they were getting snow, lots of snow compared to us.
Well, did you see that in Choctaw Durant, they had pipes burst, and they actually in their new area, the new Sky Tower and the new Skies Casino, they had water coming in from the fixtures, and if you were staying in the Sky Tower, you had no heat or water.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh, it was Windstar that called us and wanted us to come up, huh?
Yeah, last night Windstar called and said they had some free rooms and did we want to join? And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think so. It's a little cold. We're not going anywhere. 62.
She's freezing. You need a hat like me.
Tracy's bragging at this point.
It's my cold weather hat. Well, yeah, Scott, it's a massive blizzard. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Since Tuesday?
Man.
Power company since. Wow.
Wow, I don't even know. I mean, this is crazy, right? It's pretty much cold anywhere except for parts of Arizona and California, Nevada area. I mean, it's still a little bit colder than normal, but it's super cold here. Welcome in, little Miss Cannon. Hello.
Hey, Linda's here.
It's the eldest daughter in the house. Everybody say hello to Cannon. Thank you for joining us, baby
Cannon.
girl. Haven't seen you since Christmas.
Good to see you.
Linda, I'm glad you were able to stop in. No problems, no problems. Linda's under the weather.
Linda is not feeling good. I saw her on Friday, and she did not look happy.
Yeah, yeah.
She looked like she'd been run over by a car.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, I'm hopefully she's on some good medication now. I mean, everybody's been sick in our office too. We hadn't been in the office for the last 2 weeks, and then last week we had shifts. We kind of had like a team A, team B, where half of us went in on one day and the other half went in on another day, just to kind of keep the sickness from spreading to everybody, since we're operational and everybody be down at the same time, right? Cowboys are getting wrecked tonight. I know, Scott. It's a great night in the NFL. I love it. I love it.
That is unbelievable how much they're getting pounded right now. It's just, I don't know what score. When we came in, I think it was almost
40-something to.
Yeah, it was almost 50 to 16.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know where they are now. I seriously doubt in the last quarter they're going to come back. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys were able to find our new stream. I was actually kind of nervous because we really haven't talked about it. We didn't go live last week.
No.
4832 Scott Nightingale says, wow.
Not good, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we didn't go live last Sunday because our account was suspended.
Well,
on YouTube.
The whole account wasn't suspended. Our going live privileges got taken away for a week because Mike screwed up, and Mike streamed it's called EarthCam, and so New Year's Eve morning, I was in here messing around, getting ready for the New Year's Eve show. Saw that they had, what is it? The
New Year's Eve Times Square preparation. Yeah.
And so I linked the EarthCam, and But what I did not realize was EarthCam was doing the same thing on YouTube at the same time, and even though I have an account on EarthCam, I got my hand slapped, and so we got suspended. But actually, we got reinstated Sunday night. But we had already kind of decided that we were going to take a break, and so we did just that.
Yeah,
we watched movies and.
Yeah, we had a really good weekend last weekend. We had a nice date night, Friday night. Well, I think it was Friday night, right? Or was it Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night. We went to WinStar and we doubled our money. So anytime we do that is fun. And we had a great time. We didn't go live. It was just you and I. We had a really nice dinner at Union Mesa restaurant, which, oh my goodness, best Mexican food we've had in a really long time.
Really long time. It was really surprising that, well, Choctaw has some of the best pho that I've ever had.
Yeah.
Really amazing that usually at a Indian reservation casino, you don't expect the food to be very.
Yeah, no, and it was absolutely delicious. But we did that, and then we played for 3 or 4 hours, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
It was very, very nice, and we have a treat for you guys because Sean S. comes in Friday. And we are going to take him to WinStar, and we are going to go live with Sean S. from WinStar. So look for that on Friday. It'll be sometime Friday afternoon, either early or mid-afternoon Friday. So hopefully you guys can join us.
Josh Ray says that their queso is good.
Oh, we should have got the queso. We didn't. We did not, right? But
so we started on the 2nd a diet, and I've already lost 12 pounds. April's lost, I don't know how much you've lost. Not as much, not as rapid as me.
6 pounds, yeah.
But so when we went up there, I'm like, I'm eating. And so I probably ate more chips than I ever have in my life because I was so freaking hungry for real food.
It was so good, though.
But it was so, I don't even know if it's good. I may
you
have
think
been
it's
just
only good
so
because
hungry.
you hadn't had any good food since then?
I may have been so hungry, but no, it was really good. We had a good time.
Yeah, no, we did. And anytime we go up to the casino and then come back, right, with...
It was a double up.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you come back with half of what, or not half, but you double what you went up with, that's a win-win every time, right?
We did the double up. We did the double up.
So I'm excited. And last night, I hit it big on stake.us. That was really a lot of fun. We were sitting around. I was playing... one of the games, and I was able to cash out with $1,000 last night.
Yeah.
And so that's a win-win as well. Welcome in, Douche. Thank you. So glad you could join us.
Didn't you talk to Douche last night?
Oh, yeah, for almost 2 hours.
Oh,
like
look
an
at
hour
you.
and 40 minutes. Pretty much the whole Kansas City Chiefs game. We were on the phone.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was talking to Brian. You were talking to Douche. We were, doing our thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so we've had an actually, it's been a really kind of nice around here. It's so freaking cold. Like, I can't even believe how cold it is here in Texas. We haven't gotten any snow or rain or precipitation just yet. I think it's coming tomorrow. Be interesting to see because, I'm going to put it out there right now. We Texans do not drive. We don't know how to drive in this weather at all. You do.
Well,
we
okay.
don't.
So... And I talked to it's funny. I was talking to a guy at work, my buddy Zach, and he said that he was working for a Colorado company at the time, and he had gotten shipped here, and back whenever we had the big snow and ice storm back in 2001.
2001 or 2011?
No, Snowvid.
So 2011. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
2011. COVID
2021
happened since you and I have been together.
Yes, you're right. 2021.
I swear she has not been drinking. Anyways, so he got sent down here, and they couldn't understand why he couldn't fly back home. They're like, you're from Colorado. He goes, it's not the same here.
It's not.
And he goes, I'm not from Colorado. I mean, it's ice here. It's not snow. Snow you can drive on. Ice you can drive on, but don't try to stop.
Yep. Well, looks like Ron Gambles has joined in.
Ron Gambles.
Dad is in the house as well. This is awesome.
Oh, all right. Hey.
Yeah, Scott says we suck at driving in the snow. New Yorkers, it's a walk in the park. I agree with that.
No. come here and try
Drive
to drive in the ice.
Yeah, ice is different, right, than snow. But
And we get black ice where you can't really tell that it's just a thin layer of ice. And I mean, I can go up there and drive all day long, and I can come here and drive. But I challenge you to come down here and drive on our ice because it's completely different.
Accepted.
Yeah, it's completely different. Yeah, it's not like what you guys get where it's snow and then it gets dirty and it's slushy and no.
No, it stays
Scott
says
ice.
they get ice too sometimes. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So we had a couple interesting things, gift wise.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to go over yours first?
Yeah, I'll do mine first.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool deal that happened here.
So, I'm gonna bring this up. Let's share my screen. Okay, so you guys remember this question?
What toy did Mike get for Christmas that his dad had played with so much that it was already worn out when he got it, and it was the TTP Turbo Power?
Yeah,
Tower?
Turbo Tower of Power.
Yeah.
Well, I went out to the farm last weekend, and waiting for me was. Let me take us off a shared screen. My brand new Turbo Tower of Power.
How awesome is that?
I don't think they've probably made these things since I was a kid. But he went out and on, I guess, eBay or something, and he found a brand new one in the box, never been played with, which I haven't checked it yet to make sure it's not broke, because he may have already broke it and put it back in the box.
I don't think he would have done that. But how cool is that?
A brand new. It's got all the brand new
is that one of the
stickers.
cars that came with it? I didn't see that.
It's it only comes with one car, but it's got all the barrels and barrels that you can set up, and
well, now you have
it's all
your
brand
very
new in the
own.
box.
Look, Tracy says, "Good job, Dad."
It's got the pump, and so he asked me if I'd played it yet, and I said no. I was waiting to show you guys. So tonight, after we're done,
you're gonna play with your new toys.
Thanks, Tracy, for giving me more time.
Welcome in, Teresa G.
Hey, what's up? So yeah, I got my Turbo Tower of Power, brand new in the box. New old stock.
What a wonderful gift. That's a great idea, right? I
Well,
think it's awesome.
And I felt bad because I wasn't complaining. I was just pointing out something that I thought was funny from my childhood.
It was a great question for our, our toy trivia that we had, right? It was a great question that people wouldn't know. It was a good guess, those that got it right. And the fact that your dad actually found it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be 30 years old or more, right?
Oh, no, it's probably got to be.
You think it's like 40?
Oh, I bet you it's close to 50. I don't think they made them past a certain. I don't remember ever seeing them after that. So.
Wow. Well, now you have one, and so I think good job, Dad, because that was really cool. I got teary-eyed when he brought it home. I was like, oh my gosh, what a thoughtful gift.
Well, he had it in a box and, hands me a knife and says, open it up. And I'm about probably 3/4 of the way into it. And then it dawned on me what it probably was. Yeah. And then I was like, no, you didn't do that. And he did. So thanks, Dad. Did. That was really cool.
That was really
unnecessary, but very cool.
Yeah. So now we'll be able to play with it a little bit after this show. And do that. That'll be fun.
We're going to run it into the dogs.
Yeah.
Hey, I hear if you take an air compressor to it, it goes even faster.
All right. So Cowboys are not advancing to the playoffs, according to Scott. That's awesome. Woo! Congratulations to the Green Bay Packers and all the fans. Hey, April, your hair looks different. You look amazing. Ron Gamble's.
And she spent probably a good 15 minutes on that.
So
she did try something different.
Well, not only did I try something different, but my hairstylist is not doing hair anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm very upset. So I had to just kind of do my own with the color. And so it is a different color, and I'm not digging it. So I appreciate the compliment,
I think Ron Gamble just moved to the top of the April list.
He did.
Wow, look at that.
So thank you.
Frosty, do you think you could turn your heater off? I'm like dying.
Are you?
Yes.
He is so warm and cozy.
Yeah,
and
I know.
the little tiny dog is freezing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn it back on if you start having icicles hanging off of you. They played in 40 below zero yesterday.
So thank you, Ron. I appreciate that because I did do my own color on the hair today, or I guess Friday, and so I'm not feeling it. So I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah.
Had to cover up the
No,
grays.
that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome that he noticed, and he says he likes your hat.
I love my hat.
Yeah, it's cold in here.
It is not cold in here. I'm sweating. Well, I mean, it's cold outside.
You
It's
have a hat
14
on
degrees.
because it's cold. Right. But the other thing we got in the mail was we got a really cool Christmas gift from Sean S.
Sean S. reached out to the Mike and April.
Gambling Granny.
Gambling Granny, what is up?
Happy New Year to you. Welcome in. So we got a really nice, awesome gift from Sean S. So I'm just going to kind of show it to you guys. And I'm going to apologize because it's kind of massive. So much
shorter than you. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do. You look like you're slumped over or something.
I probably am.
Oh, maybe. Okay. Let me try my best to show y'all this. Ugh. All right.
So, yeah.
So this is kind of just the box that it came in.
Yeah. Look at that.
God, it's hard to do it backwards on the camera. But what's inside is super awesome.
That's what counts, is what's inside. It's the inside that counts.
So.
It's like a Tootsie Roll.
You are funny. All right.
Oh.
How does that look?
Oh, that looks great.
So we got this. It's a whiskey decanter with glasses. It has our initials on it.
Apparently our new crest.
Yeah, it is just absolutely beautiful and amazing. I know the box is beautiful. The box that it came in, I was like, I don't even want to take it out. I want to display it like this. So Sean S. will be here. He arrives, I think we pick him up at the airport Friday morning. So that'll be fun. He's going to be here with us all weekend.
That's the plan.
We'll get to utilize. Let me lay this down because of the glare.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's probably not
we'll get to utilize that while he is here. We have some big plans.
We do.
Yeah, so he's going to have a ton of fun.
We are planning on going live on Friday, I believe.
Yeah. We're going to go to the casino. We're going to WinStar, and we're going to go live. And so we will be live with Sean S. It is going to be fun. I know most of you will probably be at work, but if you can join us, great. We would absolutely love it.
Or Hank.
Hank, oh, I forgot. Hank's going to be there too. I'm so sorry.
Poor Hank.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, we're actually technically going up there to see Hank. And then we're going to go live. So
yes,
we're just bringing Sean with
us.
us.
And so Lisa, if you're in the area and you want to join us, send me a text message because we're going to go up there Friday. We are not staying the night. Hank is. So we'll be up there Friday with Sean S. And it'll be fun. We're going to have a great time.
Kiss Cat's here.
Kissy Cat, welcome in. Ron says he's going to be coming up soon too. Oh, that'll be great.
Ron's just getting around.
He is. He's getting ready to go to Vegas the same weekend that we normally go every year for the Rock and Roll Marathon. So that'll be fun. Kissy Cat, I watched your pizza nacho, pizza taco pasta. That looked really, really good. And if we weren't on a diet, we probably would have that this week.
Taco nachos. What?
Well, it wasn't nachos. But it had noodles and meat in it, and then
spaghetti.
Huh?
Spaghetti.
Kind of, but it was with pizza, like with pepperoni in it and cheese and the crust. It looked delicious, by the way. Absolutely. Lydia is in the house. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
You did tuna casserole tonight. Ooh, that sounds good too. That does sound good, right? So you made chili yesterday.
Yep.
And
made about 3 gallons of chili.
3 gallons of chili. So we will be having chili, and it's always great, right? When it's cold outside, that's a good go-to.
Yeah, and I got to take some to work, and then
Oh yeah, your fans will want some definitely.
Yeah.
And I think Brian's coming up soon.
Brian will be here on the 26th.
Yeah. So that'll be fun too. So Brian will be in one of our mods. He's coming back to Texas to visit for a little bit. So that'll be fun. It's just, we got a lot going on, right?
Well, Mike makes some pretty good chili. If I would have told the kids that we had chili here.
Yeah, they would have came running. Yeah. Well, maybe not because of the cold weather. Look, Kissy Cat says Frito pie. Put the chili on the Frito pie. Why didn't we think of that? Well, I guess we're trying to be good.
It's
Frito
not
pie hot dogs.
It's ooh, that sounds good. It's the chili that I make is a little bit more of a northern type chili. It's it's not like Wolf Brand or anything like that. But I am gonna perfect that this summer for chili dogs. I am gonna perfect a chili dog style chili.
Yeah, so look at this. Gambling Granny is coming in with 7 months for a membership.
Woo!
Chili sounds good. It was so really. Oh,
Come
it
on
was
over.
just-
You can have some. I got bunches.
Just like so good. And you know what else is just Kissy Cat is we did hot dogs a few weeks ago in the air fryer.
Ooh.
That was
amazing. That was my dad's suggestion, and I just looked at him like, nah. We do them on the smoker, and
yeah, no, it was absolutely
that's kind of our
delicious.
go-to. Well, now we've done shrimp in the air fryer. Turned out probably some of the best shrimp I've made, and we did a steak in the air fryer the other day.
Yeah, air fryer is becoming our best friend. I love it. Right?
Yeah.
It's an absolutely. If you don't have one, you should get one, and you should definitely
Play around with it.
Play around because they've got lots of different things that you can make in different ways, and it's absolutely. It's been it's been a good investment for our household, most definitely.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna need to get a bigger one.
I was about to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just be quiet. Go ahead.
No, I knew.
Hi, Rosemary.
I knew that you were going to say that we need a bigger air fryer.
No, you're good.
Right?
We
You
do.
know, we always start out, and we know better. We always start out buying the smaller and trying it beforehand. We did it with your smoker, right?
Yeah.
We bought the smaller smoker, and now you're like, I need the bigger smoker.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you do, because
I
when the
do.
kids are here and it's Christmas and holidays or whatever, we can't cook everything at the same time in the smoker.
No, I actually need probably 2 smokers. As big as our family is, and heaven forbid they go out and have any kids or anything, because then it's going to get even worse.
Rosemary says it is 9 below and the wind chill is 27 below.
No
27
way.
and it's negative 18 where Gambling Granny is.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's just
So yeah, ours isn't that bad.
yeah.
I went out today and it was
And you were complaining?
like 11, and I went to the store, and then I took everything to the truck, which we'd already gone to the store to eliminate going to the store today, but then I woke up
We
and
knew better.
I really wanted omelets. So I went to the store to buy all the stuff, and then I realized I'd forgot dog food, so I had to walk back in. And by the time I got back here, just that little bit of walking around, my hands were.
I got the heating pad because I had it
Yeah.
out because I was sitting on it for my back, laying on it, and I wrapped your hands inside the heating pad.
Brian
Look at
is
this.
here.
Brian is here.
Yoshi
Yoshi's
Slots is here.
Get
I'm
out of my
sorry.
head. Get
What's
out of
it-
my head.
Get out of my chat.
Oh, Brian will be here soon. That'll be
Yeah,
great.
we were just talking about you.
He won't be here long enough though to join you for any type of video or come into the studio.
He will be here. You know what? There's an idea. We are gonna go to.
Oh yes, you are.
We're gonna go to Tommy's Tamales. Maybe we'll have to make a little short video, Brian.
Yeah.
Mike and Brian's trip to Tommy's
Oh
Tamales.
my gosh, this channel was originally supposed to be Mike and Brian.
It was
do
going to be
cool
the Mike and Brian show.
Yeah.
And then Brian chickened out. So then I said, okay, come on, we're starting a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's funny. I
It is
remember
funny.
those days. I remember filming y'all the first time,
The first video.
and y'all were both looking at each other like, "What do I say? Who? Will you say something? No, you say something." It was hilarious.
The first video on our channel was actually the first, was a start of the Mike and Brian channel.
Yeah.
Little
So we
bit,
had
little bit of
tamales for
trivia
Christmas,
you.
Kissy Cat. That was our Christmas Eve dinner. We had all the fixings with tamales from Tommy's Tamales, and it was absolutely the way to go. Absolutely way to go. Right. But
Heated them up in the air fryer, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I did. I absolutely did. And I
Yeah.
loved it. It was so good.
Was it the air fryer or did you steam them?
I think
I know we've done both.
I think I've done both.
okay.
And either way, they're both really good. I think. Anyways.
Okay.
So for tonight's show, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay.
All over it.
Okay. So for tonight's show, kind of wrapping up 2023 being our first episode of 2024 since we were suspended last week. Can't believe that happened, but it does. It happens
Brian,
sometimes.
Look, I got a turbo tower of power. For anybody who was late.
Yeah, your dad went out and got it last
My dad
week.
got
He
me a
cried
toy.
legs.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So for our first show of the year, I kind of wanted to recap a little bit of Vegas stuff for you guys. And when I say that, I'm talking about hotels. And so tonight I wanted to kind of go over hotels on the Strip that are in Vegas that are my top 5 places to stay at. I'm pretty sure your list is going to be a little bit different than mine.
I don't technically have a list, but I'm going to argue with your list.
I'm sure you will, because they are interesting, right? And we have stayed, just so everybody is aware, right? We have stayed at the Bellagio. We've stayed at Caesars. We have stayed at the Flamingo, the Link. We've MGM, Delano.
Yeah.
Paris. We've stayed at Bally's. We stayed at Horseshoe. We stayed when it turned over.
I think it's almost easier to say which ones we haven't stayed at.
We've been at the Plaza. We haven't stayed at the Mirage. We haven't stayed at Treasure Island, Cosmo, Ario, and Vidara.
Right.
Those are the only places
and
we
were
haven't
supposed
stayed
to
at.
tackle a lot of those when we were in Vegas.
Yeah, we were this summer. You're right. Absolutely. So what I wanted to do is kind of go over a list of my top 5 of Strip hotels. So these are not downtown. These are not Fremont hotels. But let's kind of go over my top 5 and maybe why they're my top 5. And interesting to see if you guys kind of have the same idea. And if you do too, babe, it'd be really interesting to know if your top 5 matches mine. I don't think it will. I think we're going to have some major differences.
I've seen it, so no, we have not.
Fontainebleau, we have not stayed there yet, Tracy. It just opened up, and we have not been to Vegas. We were going to go next month, but
I have walked by it, if that counts.
Yeah, it's been under construction forever.
In Resorts World, we haven't stayed there. As far as we've gone down is the Venetian. So as far as staying on the Strip,
yeah.
So
Sherry said she made enchiladas. Ooh, that sounds good.
Big enchilada
Soon,
fan.
maybe you can check out Talking Stick. You know what, dude? I've been to Talking Stick. I had to take an acquisition class in Phoenix, and I actually got to sneak away one night, and I went to Talking Stick by myself, and I actually thought it was beautiful. I would have loved to stay the night there, but of course the government didn't want to pay for me staying at a casino, so I didn't get to do that.
How about Horseshoe? Yes, we have stayed at.
Yeah, we have stayed at the Horseshoe. Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when are you going to be coming to the Talking Stick? You know, Tracy, I was talking to Duge about this, and I think once we get settled into the farm, maybe this fall or early next spring, we're going to make a trip to Arizona and stay around there and at the different hotels and whatnot. I think it'll be fun.
Woo!
As far as Strip hotels, my RV is number 1. I knew it. I was waiting for that to come. I'm sure.
Valerie,
Duge.
what is up?
Welcome in, Valerie. Welcome in. Again, congratulations to our 2 winners of our end of the year duck race. Brian won first place and Hank got second place.
Yeah.
So that is awesome from what I remember, and I went back and watched. Yeah, so that was a fun night. I will give you that.
I fully think that Cool Whip drugged you.
I think so too, because I have my normal 2 drinks that I always have, and I was out of it. So if I didn't know any better, and I didn't know Cool Whip the way that we do, I would say that somebody put something in my drink for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Kissy Cat says, "Why are you suspended?"
Well, no, we're back. We're good.
Yeah.
I got I got my hand slapped because I streamed something from an account that we pay for. But they were streaming. It's EarthCam, and they were streaming at the same time the same thing I was, and since they were actually the rights holder, then I got my hand slapped. So shouldn't have been doing it. We've done it in the past and never had any issues. I didn't even have the monetization.
That's what we
turned on.
use when you do the karaoke bar.
Shh, we don't do that.
Well, we don't do
We've
that
never
anymore.
done that.
Sorry.
Never done that.
Yeah, so we did. They suspended our live feature for 1 week.
Yeah.
Right, but we're okay now.
Hey, look, Bradley Jones.
We're
is
back
in. The
in. Welcome in,
house.
Bradley Jones. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
But yeah, let's go over our top
Okay.
5. I think it'll be interesting to see if we match up or not, and if our experiences were kind of the same.
So what I'm thinking is we'll go through them. I'll show some of the pictures, and then we'll come back, and then we'll jump to the next one. We'll come back full screen, talk about it, blah blah blah.
Okay, I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
So number 5.
Number 5.
So number 5 for me, and I think this is going to be a big shocker to most, my number 1 5 hotel of the top 5 is the Flamingo, right? Now, I say this because...
Hey, one-eyed Jack. Sorry, babe. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I say this because I love the Flamingo. I absolutely, it's one of my favorite places to stay. But we had the Flamingo room. We had the strip view, which was absolutely amazing. It was very comfortable. It's easy and quick to get in and out of the hotel and when you're staying there, right? And I like the old time nostalgic. I feel like I'm in old time Vegas, right? So yes, the Flamingo is actually my number 5 place out of all the places we stayed at.
Not mine.
I figured it wouldn't be. Now we did have a bad experience there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've stayed there probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 times. And out of all those times, you and I, the last time we went and stayed at the Flamingo, we did have a bad experience. We got the spa tower. Oof. And we were on the very top floor, and it was awful. The room was torn apart. You could hear the pool, and the DJ, and you couldn't really take a nap during the day if that's your kind of thing when you're in Vegas. But still, Flamingo is my number 5 because of location. The bed was super comfortable, and it's just easy to get in and out of as far as being on the strip.
Well, that particular stay was a remodeled room.
It was a remodeled room, and
So-
it was a freshly remodeled room
Right.
when we were there, right?
So, I don't know. I mean,
And Ron, you're right. It is a very affordable. It is one of the lower, more affordable rooms, and especially if you're not the kind of person that spends a lot of time in your room when you're on the strip and you're in Vegas. I think it's great, but you just have to be careful that you get the Habitat Tower, because if you don't, you run the risk of getting a crappy room like we did the last time we were there.
hands
What were you
down,
going to say?
Bally's.
Bally's is-
Well, Horseshoe now.
That was your number 5. See,
That
it didn't
would-
even make my. It did not make my top.
That
5
would be my
list.
number 5.
Yeah.
Now, but what are we going for? Are we going for comfort room?
I think overall.
The overall vibe of
Mm-hmm.
because if you're going for the room, I it might be a hard time for the link because that was a pretty cool room we stayed at.
See,
But the hotel itself, the whole property, I wasn't a fan of. But boy, that bed was exceptional at the link.
So okay, so I don't even have Bally's or the link on my list as my top 5.
I don't want to stay there again. But as for comfort and darkness, whew, I could have probably slept a week in there as dark as it was because we only had one window. But yeah.
Well, anytime anybody asks me at work, where can I stay that's affordable? Where can I stay where I can get the Vegas vibe? My go-to is the Flamingo, right?
Yeah.
If you can make sure that you book that Habitat Tower strip view, and you get the Flamingo room, why not? It's inexpensive. We've never paid for a room there. We've always
No.
gotten it comped, and we're by no means, guys, when I tell y'all about our room reviews or what we might have paid for them,
Wait. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. We are lower tier level. We're the entry level for MGM and Caesars properties. We don't go out enough to be higher or to keep and maintain a status there. So we are the lowest tier level. Both of us are for MGM and Caesars. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, do you not remember how long we stood in line every time we've been at the Flamingo to get our room?
I do remember that. Yes.
And the kiosks weren't working.
It was a mess. You're right.
How could you come up with that as being 5? That was like the 5th place that people
It's
people
the
jump off the
nostalgic.
building the
It's-
most
it's
or
the
something.
old time Vegas feel. I don't know.
Go downtown. go to where Penn and Teller are. That's old time Vegas vibe.
Rio?
Yeah.
And hang out with the cats?
At least you'd have something to do. You could pet the cats. Pet a kitty.
No.
Scott says he's flying to wherever we are. So we're going to be at Windstar. Come on.
Yep, come on. We are going to be at Windstar. Valerie says, how do you get comped rooms? Valerie, we are the lowest tier members, and I just, as soon as I think we're going to go, I book our rooms, and I book and here's the thing about getting upgrades and whatnot. And you've seen, if you watched our videos, and you're going to see in some of these pictures, we've had some really nice rooms, and all I do is always book their most basic level hotel, the room that they have available for the dates that we're going, because they're comped. Then when I get there, I don't try to go through the kiosk. I try to go up to the check-in counter, and I do what everybody makes fun of. I do hey, do you have any complimentary upgrades or discounted upgrades? And they usually almost always hook us up, and then I tip the check-in person after that, right?
She doesn't do that. She tries to find some guy, and then she goes up there and pulls her shirt down.
I do not.
Hello, sir.
I do not.
Hello, sir.
So that's how we get our comped rooms. As a matter of fact, when we go to Vegas, typically I won't stay at a hotel if I have to pay for it. Now,
Oh no, I don't know. that
we've never
ever-
paid for a hotel room there. We may have paid for upgrades here and there, but we always have to pay our resort fees unless we're at MGM properties, because we get it. That video is coming soon, and we're going to talk about MGM versus Caesars and all of my stuff and why I prefer one over the other. But yeah, we pay our resort fees and we pay taxes, so it's not completely free, but at least we're not paying the nightly rate when we go and stay at these different properties, right?
Yeah. 420 unscripted.
Welcome in. It's been a while, 420. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us. I think it was here a couple weeks ago, right?
What is up? I think so.
Yeah. So show the pictures. Oh, did you show them? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So I like Flamingo. I like it because of the area of getting in and out. It's pretty easy to get.
It is pretty easy.
Yeah. And the room was comfortable. We had a beautiful view, right? And I don't know. It's just got that old. I feel like an old, like I could have gone to Vegas with my grandfather or something, because
It has been there since like.
yeah, 1946. So
So
yeah.
it does have an old school quality to it.
Yes, it does. So that is my number 5. So yours would be the Link or Bally's.
Well, no, it
Or
would be the
Horseshoe
Link.
now.
I'm just saying, but yeah, Horseshoe probably would be my number 5
Number 5. Okay.
of where we've stayed. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, see, I knew we would have some differences. All right. So number 4 for me is going to be when we stayed at MGM.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we, again, got very lucky. And I actually checked in. They sent me a message saying, your arrival date is coming. And would you like to be moved to the upgrade list? I said, yes. Here, when we got to MGM Grand, I checked in online. I went to the kiosk and printed out my card, and they gave us the suite here. And this, guys, is a hidden gem at the MGM Grand because it's kind of on the side by itself. And so we didn't have to deal with the massive part of the hotel. It was a tower with just 3 floors that was kind of to the side. And this room was absolutely amazing. The view sucked. Right?
Oh yeah, our view was horrible.
It was horrible. It was just all concrete walls because it was kind of back where they have their high rollers and where the celebrities stay and everything. You could see their portion of the hotel. So the view sucked, but the room itself was beautiful. And I think the best thing about this room that I liked is you could lock the alcohol,
the honor bar.
the honor bar or whatever it's called. You could put a pin and lock that. So if your kids and you are staying there,
What's up, James?
or you're going to have a party, you can lock it and nobody can have access to it, and you're not going to get charged for anything.
It was
So-
a very comfortable.
It was really nice.
It felt more like home than
It was very comfortable. We relaxed. We spent a lot of time in that room. Yeah, the Longhorn Casino is number 1. The list is not valid. I like the Longhorn as far as playing, that's for sure. And we're going to
have
talk
done
about
well
that
there.
in a few weeks.
We have done well there.
Yes, we have. But yeah, so for me, MGM, is that pretty much where it would be on your list?
I'm saying that it would probably be number 2 on my list.
Really? So I have it as number 4 on mine, and you have it as number 2? That's a big difference.
If it wasn't for where it was located and how much of a pain it was to get out to the main strip from where the
yeah.
hotel room was,
It's massive property.
then it would probably be higher than that. But my number 1 actually probably is similar to that too. So
Okay.
similar problems.
Okay, so we'll
High
see in
roller
a minute to
problems.
see if we have the same. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So for me, Flamingo was number 5, and then number 4 was the MGM Grand. I have stayed at the MGM Grand, the main part of the hotel. It's busy, it's crowded, and the rooms are just typical normal hotel rooms. We got very lucky and got this complimentary upgrade when we stayed there, and I really enjoyed it. It was the Tower Suites, by the way, and just it was like staying at a motel, so to speak, because it was only 3 floors. It had its private entrance to it, so
there
it
was
was easy
never
to get.
anybody there.
Yeah, we never saw
saw
anybody.
anybody.
We didn't even see housekeeping, right, when we were there. It was just great. I absolutely loved it. But
Pop-Pop's here.
welcome in, Pop Pop. Welcome in. We spent the afternoon with Pop Pop on his live.
Congratulations, getting over your 250 mark.
That is right. If you guys are not subscribed, you need to go check out Pop Pop. He just hit his 250th subscriber. I think he's like, what,
270,
272 or something like that. So congratulations to our very own Pop Pop.
Yeah, he's been fighting that for a while, so congratulations.
No worries, 420. Good luck to your Detroit Lions. Hopefully they'll do well. I was in Detroit not too long ago. Whew.
You were.
Yes,
You
I
were.
was. All right. So what was your number 4 then? Do you have a number 4?
Thought about number 4. Number 4 would probably be I got my 1 through 3. Probably Caesars. Caesars would probably be my 4.
Didn't even make my top 10.
Yeah.
Did not like that stay. I room was comfortable.
Or the Bellagio.
but
We
the-
did have a pretty high rolling suite at the Bellagio.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be in my top 10. The Bellagio would. But okay. All right. So number 3 for me. I think you and I might agree on this one.
This is my number 1.
Is it really?
Yep.
The Delano?
I once we got up to our room, which was a pain to get to, but once we got up there, man, I could have lived. We discussed if we had a garage to keep all of our crap in.
We could have lived there.
We could have probably lived there.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's.
Yeah, so the Delano is the sister property to Mandalay Bay, if you guys have never been, and it's an all-suite hotel. It has its private entrance, and we decided, and actually some of the viewers had asked us to do a review on it, so we stayed. We had the scenic suite, which was at the end of the hall, and it was facing the strip, and it was beautiful, right? It had the living room, and it had a bathroom in the living room, and then this was our room. I mean, look at it. The view was phenomenal. You had the mountains, you had the airport, and you had the strip all in the bedroom. It was like circular, so it's panoramic almost. And it was just amazing. Like the view, we slept with the curtains open, remember? Because it was so pretty.
I don't think that I've ever been on vacation in Vegas because you're not supposed to be in your room. You're supposed to be out doing all the stuff.
But we spent a lot of time
I think
there.
we spent, when we were there, I think we spent at least probably 40% of the time that we were in that hotel in our room.
I took a 3-hour nap. It
Watching
was so comfortable.
TV,
We were
looking
watching,
around.
yeah, Shark Tank. You were watching Shark Tank. I took a 3-hour nap. It was so comfortable, right? But for it to be my number 3 and it was just a fabulous stay, right? I'm surprised. We did have some issues with the plumbing, like the
shower was
leak,
leaking, but
maintenance came right
They came
up
and fixed it.
and they fixed it instantly, and there was no issues. But it was really a comfortable stay. But that is so that's your number 1.
That's my number 1. It was the experience. It was the experience with you. We had a blast there.
It's beautiful.
I think it was just the relaxing part of it.
So
it
is. It's the most southern part of the strip, right? It's down there with Mandalay. It's right across from the airport. Not that you can walk to it because you cannot from the airport. It is the south end of the strip, and it doesn't. A lot of people don't stay down in that area. And if you're taking your kids, holy moly, that would be a good place to go because.
Yeah.
When we were
there's
down,
so much kid-related stuff to do there.
There was, but I didn't see any ladies of the night. I didn't see.
I know, and we were looking hard.
I didn't see anybody,
Find me one.
and I didn't feel unsafe in the casino. I don't know. I mean, we didn't have any panhandling going on. I didn't see any homeless down at that end of the strip.
Probably some of the better pizza we've had in Vegas came from right there too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. In that little strip between Mandalay Bay and whatever that is.
Luxor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, that's my number 3, and it's your number 1.
Yeah.
Then I can tell you're probably not going to agree with my number 2 and my number 1, obviously.
Well, now that I'm looking at your number 2, I may have to adjust my number 4. But go ahead.
Okay. All right. So my number 2 is actually Planet Hollywood, right?
April's number 2.
And that says a lot because
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten like, I did not ever want to stay at Planet Hollywood because I've been playing at the bar. I had asked for a drink, and this was like early 2000, I don't know, 2010, 2011 or so.
Let's back out of this. So she threw her drink on a bartender that touched her machine because she was not. He switched her over to max bet.
Yes.
And hit spin because she wasn't betting enough to get free drinks.
Free drink.
She threw her drink on the guy, get thrown out of there.
Yes, I did. I got thrown out of there.
Fast forward to right after we got married, and she would not go in there.
I didn't want to go in there. And then the one time we did go in there, we had a bad experience.
So we go in there, and then supposedly there's an active shooter, which clears all of Vegas out, and you're on the floor of the bathroom crawling on your tummy. And yeah, so that's a whole other thing that happened. So
yeah, so I had said I would never set foot in Planet Hollywood ever again. You guys convinced us, let's go gamble there. And then we had that whole fake shooter MGM rock through the window thing, and I'm in the bathroom, and I get separated from all of you, and I'm crawling on the floor.
Me and Michelle are running, and
yeah, we ended up in the back of the alley behind a tractor. It was awful, but
and
it wasn't
Alan's
a true
just
shooter.
walking around.
Yeah, it was not a true shooter, but yeah, I was sitting there playing, and the guy gave me a receipt for my beer. And I'm like, no, I'm gambling. It's free. And he's like, it's not free unless you do this. And he leaned over and he max bet my machine. And I got so mad at him, I threw my drink at him and I got asked to leave. So surprised we ever went back to Planet Hollywood, but we did. And we actually stayed again. I booked the lowest room there. I went to the kiosk to check in. It wasn't working. So I went to actually speak to somebody, and he apologized. He's like, I'm so sorry. Let me put you in one of our suites. And so we ended up with the Hip Hop Ultra King suite, and it was absolutely gorgeous. One of our best views we've had on the strip, being center strip so far, right? It had the little living room area. The bathroom was amazing, ladies. The tub was...
I dug it.
The tub was awesome. It was big enough for 2 people. What you can't see in this picture on the other side of that mirror is a huge window, and you could see the strip, right?
Yeah.
So it was awesome. You could sit there in the tub and you could see the strip. It had the stand-up shower as well. It had the 2 sinks. I mean, it was just, and it was round. It was just beautiful. And the sleep we got there, the bed was really, really comfortable.
Had these hot chicks that were just constantly staring at me. Here's our bed.
Yeah, so it is. So, I mean, it was gorgeous. I loved it. That is absolutely my number 2 spot.
Hot chicks.
And we have stayed in a normal room as well at Planet Hollywood, and it was really comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? The tub I didn't like because it was a deep soaking tub, but it was real slender, and I didn't like that because I couldn't stretch out and kind of relax a little.
That makes sense.
What is it?
Says, oh, look, it's me behind the glass. I knew it was one of my fans.
You
kept
did.
saying, these girls aren't leaving. They're constantly staring at me.
Yeah.
Girls.
It was Tracy spying on you like this.
Ladies.
But yeah, so Planet Hollywood, I'm surprised that it made my list, but they've got, the vibe there is fun. And it's easy to get in and to and from your room there. It's not complicated. Once you get to your room, you're not going down long hallways and turning left and turning right like you are at other hotels. The location is fairly decent, and it's pretty much by Nacho Daddies, which we love Nacho Daddies, right? And so it's very convenient. I liked Planet Hollywood. Surprisingly, I liked it more than I did Paris, which didn't even make my top 5 list either. I don't know if it did for you, but
no.
I enjoyed our stay at Planet Hollywood. We've gone back twice, and honestly, it would be my second go-to place to stay there again. It's where we first went live. We've had excellent service there. Remember on the floor? I mean, you couldn't finish your beer, and she was bringing you another one, right?
Right.
She'd just look at you and say, keep them coming. And I'd say, yep, no problem. And $2 every time she came. If we both got a drink, I gave her 4. But if it was just me, I gave her 2. And I couldn't be done with my beer and she'd be bringing me another beer or another glass of wine or whatever. I mean, just the service, and that wasn't a one-time experience for us, right? I mean, every time we've been there, we've gotten great service. The staff is super friendly. It's been clean. I don't know. For me, it's a win-win.
Kathy's in the house.
Welcome in, Kathy. Thank you for joining us. So we're just going over our top 5 as far as Strip Las Vegas. My top 5, sorry. My top 5. But yeah, so I'm surprised that Planet Hollywood made my list, because if it wasn't for you, I probably never would have set foot in that. But again, right? So let's think about that. One bad server can form an opinion for somebody forever, right? So it just kind of goes to show that maybe you hire better people, or we need to be more open-minded and understand that just because we had one bad experience doesn't mean that they're always going to be bad experiences.
Well, he shouldn't have touched your machine.
Oh, he had no right to touch my machine. But had I not thrown my drink on him, I probably would have gotten some really nice comps.
Yeah, you probably would have.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, think about the time I was in Louisiana, right? And that was a bad ordeal. And they ended up giving us the presidential suite. And I mean, anything I wanted, I was getting that night. So if I hadn't thrown my drink on him, I probably, would have probably free rooms for life, at least a couple of times.
This is Kathy's first time.
Welcome in, Kathy. First time, love the discussion. Thank you so much for being a new subscriber. Yeah,
appreciate it.
Well, yeah, appreciate it. Scott says, how old are you, Tracy? Oh, okay. I'll stay out of that side conversation.
No, we're not getting in the middle of that one.
Absolutely.
She's the same age as Mike.
Ooh.
Me and Tracy. I told you. She is my favorite Tracy.
Y'all are very synced up, right?
We are synced up.
Your personalities seem to be the same too, I think.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet her. I really can't. So let's just recap before we go to number 1, because it may surprise some. So again, top 5 would be, number 5 would be the Flamingo. Number 4 is the MGM Grand. Number 3 was the Delano. Number 2 is Planet Hollywood. That seemed not for you, but okay.
I mean, I enjoyed all the stays there, except for the Flamingo. Well, actually, the Flamingo, the first one. The second stay at the Flamingo
was awful.
Really ruined it for me.
It did. But again, if we go off that, we would never set foot back into Planet Hollywood.
I would have. I didn't have a bad experience there. Okay, you ready for your number 1?
I am ready for my number 1.
New York.
New York. So we have stayed here 4 times now. And I am telling you, there is absolutely nothing I don't like about New York. I can't think of one thing that I don't like. The people when you check in are phenomenal. But okay, let's go over my room first. Let's talk about how we ended up with this room.
Okay.
I checked in as we were flying in. I checked in online, right? And then I went to the counter when we got there, and the lady was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I think we'd gotten in and it was kind of late. And we checked in, and she asked me if I would be interested in $19 more, or $19 plus the resort fees, because again, we always get complimentary rooms. Would I be interested in an upgrade to the 1-bedroom luxury apartment? And I was like, well, yeah, why not, right? So this has been by far my absolute favorite room. And when I stayed there, all I heard was a roller coaster all night. So we'd have heard that, right? And it does go until midnight, and it can be loud. And I think every time we've stayed there, we've been on the side with the roller coaster.
I can see it every time.
And it is right. You can hear it, but it wasn't enough that it kept us up all night or anything like that. But the 1-bedroom, I mean, you get access. This is where it becomes a plus for you. The mini bar, the refrigerator is free.
Stocked.
It's
free.
Fully stocked, right?
Well, so, no alcohol, but sodas and water.
Yeah, it comes with 12 sodas and 8 waters, and they restock it every day. It comes with free coffee and a coffee maker. And they restock it every day for free. And
there was a full sound system, a Bose entertainment system there throughout the entire
the whole entire place.
Yeah.
The speaker systems was hooked up, right?
I've lived in apartments smaller than this.
This is by far my favorite. And They had a 2-seat hot tub that overlooked kind of back there in the corner where you can kind of see the bed. Around the corner from the bed was a huge hot tub. It was 2
In
seats.
this one?
Yes. And it overlooked the strip. So
I got hot in that hot tub.
it is absolutely an amazing room. And again, all we did was book the baseline when we got there. Just asked for a complimentary, and then I tipped the lady, and it was awesome, right? I mean, the drawback, I forgot about this piece of it when I say there was nothing I could complain about, was the shower, right? The bathroom, remember, where the toilet and the shower were together, and you actually had to walk in and close the door to get into the shower. It was just, that part of it was super small, but the rest of it, I mean, it had a dining room, had a living room, it had the bathroom, and then it had our,
to the right of the picture, it's here is a big breezeway to get to the front door. I mean,
yeah, it had a really nice, probably
like
7-8
entryway.
foot entry hallway. I mean, it's just amazing. You have to check it out. So we stayed in this room twice. And the first time it looked like this, but now it's actually been updated, and it's all hardwood floors. They've redone the draperies, and I mean, just the wallpaper. It's just amazing. And so, because we've never really had a bad experience at New York, New York. The people have been friendly. We've gotten 2 out of the 4 times, even when we stayed in the Soho room, when our flight got canceled, and they gave us a free room when our flight got canceled.
That
nice. Room was nice, right? Yeah. And it was comfortable. But I love New York, New York. We've always had a great time there. As far as food options go,
there's so many.
There's so much to offer there, right? I mean, they've got a ton of restaurants. They have things to do for your kids. If you're bringing your kids along, there's just so much to do there. You don't ever have to leave the property. And then outside, right? Let's talk about the outside. It's like a mini Fremont experience. They have a band that plays out there on the weekends, and you can just sit out there, but you're right on the strip still, so you're getting that whole vibe. And then if you go around to the corner, like going towards T-Mobile Arena, they have a whole new area back there with new restaurants and food trucks and
lots of outside bars.
Yeah.
Valerie, the casino is very well.
So, that is where we have
well.
been the most, other than the Longhorn, which was off the strip.
Right.
That is where we've won our most money. Every time we've played there, we've won. That's, if you've seen our video where I'm like, money, 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 and I'm a little drunk and we're coming off the elevator, that is where it was at. I mean, we were on fire that night. Yeah. And again, the service from the ladies down on the floor, how amazing was that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were everywhere. And it didn't matter if we moved around to the other side.
No, they'd find you.
That lady would come and find us, and, we would tip her, and it was just absolutely amazing. And then I remember one time sitting there, and they're like, and I can't remember her name. So-and-so is busy. She told me to bring this to you real quick. And it was my drink, right? Yeah. I mean, the service has been good. The people they have working there is great.
Well, I would honestly say that place changed your life. You know why?
Why?
Chocolate martini, baby.
Chocolate martini. Yeah, that's where I got introduced to the chocolate martini. You're right.
We got it there.
Yeah. So for me, New York.
So good for a first timer. Yes, Valerie. I would say a first timer.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's great. Again, if you book the Soho King Room or the Queen Room, which is their basic one, it's completely all renovated now. And then when you get there, just ask for a free or discounted upgrade and see if you can get that same room.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, baby. Sorry.
You out-talked your throat.
But by far, the pool is small.
Soda.
Right? If you remember, the pool is super small, and but we're not pool people, right?
Yeah, I really don't go to Vegas to pool.
Yeah, so for us,
we have, and it's been okay, but
yeah, but I don't know. For me, that is my number one place. It's so easy to get in and out of. I love the location. I love everybody that works. We've had great service from the time that we check in, to the hotel staff, to the ladies that were cleaning our rooms. When you asked for more products or something that you needed, they were right on it. My first stay in Vegas was at the Riviera. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not there anymore, Ron.
I think he knows that.
Oh,
But by far, that would have to be my favorite. Gambling Granny. We stayed at New York several years ago. Rooms were great. Just hated the tiny pool. Yeah.
yeah.
And we like to soak up the vitamin D. That's my only complaint. Yeah. I hear you. I mean, it was small, right? And it's in the shade. So if you're doing there in the summer,
it's not a bad pool. It's just, it's.
But it's free. Like if you go and if you want to get a lounge chair, it's first come, first serve. You don't pay for your chairs like most places, right? But if you don't get there early, you're probably not going to get a place because it is smaller.
Compared to, say, the Link and the Flamingo,
yeah.
because the Flamingo is a party pool. And there, compared to a lot of the other pools out there, it's not a bad pool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not one of the bigger ones, but
it's not a party pool.
But
it's
not
a
a party
family vibe pool.
So, I mean, if you just want to go out there and chill, it's not bad. MGM, the Mandalay Bay, those have great pools. But they're geared towards kids. Flamingo has like multiple pools, but it's loud out there and it's geared.
It's a party place at the Flamingo, right? Absolute party place.
A lot of the pools are geared towards parties. I mean, they actually have DJs that come in and
we were going to do that at Cromwell this summer.
Yeah.
Right. But also the pool at New York never really gets a whole lot of sun. Right. So if you're someone that doesn't want to get burned or something, and that's actually a great place because it's surrounded by the buildings, right? So it doesn't get a whole lot of sunshine. So that's also a plus too. Not during like April or May, it's probably a little bit cold because the water doesn't get a chance to heat up. But as the summer goes on, you're pretty much in the shade from the time you get out there till the time you leave, which is another bonus. Yeah. I mean, if you like that kind of thing, right?
You might have to do a pool, top 10 pools in Vegas or something.
I only like the pools at local casinos. Too much other stuff to do on vacation other than the pool. I agree with you, Ron. When we were on our honeymoon, we did 2 mornings. I'm like, okay, we're going to go to the pool. And Mike's like, okay, but we got to go first thing in the morning, right? And let's get that piece over with. Because if you stay out there too long, you get tired. The sun beats on you. It drains you. And then you're not, you don't want to go out and have all this fun. This is great info. Oh, I'm so glad, Lydia, that you're enjoying this. We have a ton of videos at any of the properties that we've stayed at. You can watch them and kind of pick and choose your favorite stuff. We also, if you are not playing My Vegas app and you're getting ready to go to Vegas, it is yes, you need to be playing it. We have 2 different videos on it. One is kind of how you play it and how you accumulate your points and your rewards. And as a matter of fact, when we stayed at New York, that's what we stayed on. Remember?
Yeah.
Is our My Vegas app. I had a free room on My Vegas app, and then we ended up in that 1-bedroom luxury apartment.
Look, it's that one guy.
Welcome in, Gambler After Dark. So glad you could join us. Up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
You guys haven't ever seen his show. It's up there with Granny's. He has fun. And
he's lucky.
And whenever he hits something, got another win. It's amazing.
Yeah, he is a good one. Absolutely. But yeah, was it Lydia, I think? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We do. Go watch these 2 videos. It's called My Vegas app that's on our channel. It'll show you which games to play and how to hook them up to your Facebook page so that when you're playing them across the board, there's like 4 different apps of games that you play, and it's completely free, but you are earning loyalty points, and you take those loyalty points and you can get free hotel stay, free casino play. You can get free drinks. You get food. I mean, you can get the helicopter ride on the Maverick. I mean, it is a great way to save money if you're going to Vegas. We have used that so much, and I really enjoy it. Like it's a no-brainer. So again, reach out if you have any questions, but we do have 2 different videos on the My Vegas app. I definitely recommend you start playing. It does not take long to accumulate rewards that you can start using. I even on one of my videos show you how to book a room. They are all MGM properties because it is sponsored by MGM. But MGM has some wonderful places. New York is an MGM property. And again, that's how we got that complimentary room and ended up in the luxury apartment. Valerie says, what? Valerie, if you're talking about the My Vegas app, yes, you need to go check it out.
I'm posting it right now.
Are you? Okay. Yeah. So it is an absolute great way. You just, and here's the thing. If you're at home or if you're work from home or anything, you can just log into you can play the game on your desk. And I just do the lowest bet and just walk away and let it auto spin.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I accumulated all
I've
of our
done
points.
that at work. Just got it in the morning and let it roll.
Just let it play. And the beauty thing is you redeem your loyalty points for all of these items. And then if you don't use them, you can hit cancel and they give you your loyalty points back.
Food. We've gotten food. We've gotten beer. We've gotten
remember the 44-ounce beers that we got for free? Shots, the chocolate martini. I mean, there's just so many things that you can get for free. And if you play the sister app, which is the My Konami, you can get $25 free slot play, right? And it's such an easy process to do, but I like it because you buy the rewards and then maybe at the last minute, like on our last trip, we knew we weren't going to be staying somewhere. I was able to go in and cancel it, and they just put the reward points back into my account immediately, right? So it wasn't a waste because you have a wallet that they stay in. If you don't use them, you just cancel the reward and it goes right back into your balance. So it's very, very awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes discounts for eating. Yeah, that's the when we did the MGM Grand Buffet, it was buy one get one, right? So I paid for one and then the other one was free, right? It was BOGO. I think we did that at the Bacchanal, right? I had the buy one get one at the Bacchanal buffet as well.
At I don't remember the place at New York, where we got the beers, and then there was another
Tom's Watch Bar.
Tom's Watch Bar, and then we got
the
wings.
Big Chill.
Yep.
Oh, the wings.
Yep,
Yes,
I got free wings, and I mean we've done pretty well on that.
I miss the Vegas coupon books as well.
Oh.
Right. Those were back in the day.
I miss SNH green stamps.
All right, hold on just a second. Kathy says, I'm from Sacramento and gamble at Reno. I will visiting Vegas for the first time in 15 years, staying at the Palms for the Keno Nation event.
We've stayed at the Palms.
We did stay at the Palms this summer. It was an okay experience. The room was comfortable.
I'll be honest with you.
Just the personnel were
the vibe
rude.
was
the vibe was weird.
The vibe was weird. It was we were at the pool, and I'm not sure if there wasn't drug deals going down at the pool.
Most definitely. I forgot about that.
There was a girl that came up that was completely out of her mind. I mean, she was on so many drugs, and I'd gone to get
anywhere.
Well, I understand it, but I've never run into this. There we did. I just never felt comfortable the whole time we were there. It wasn't a bad property. The room was okay. I mean, matter of fact, our room was really awesome. If the ice maker would have worked, it probably would have been in my top 5. But just the vibe was weird.
I honestly did not like the people that worked there. Right? When I checked in, they were rude. When we were leaving. We were trying to get help with the bellhop because we have a studio when we travel. If we go live in Vegas, I mean, we have lights, we have cameras, we have microphones. I mean, we're the real deal when it comes to our studio. And
we pretty much had what you see right now to power this with us in Vegas.
And they didn't want to help us bring everything down to the car. And it was just, so I didn't get it. Now we're going to go back and try it again. Right. We were rushed when we got there. The ice maker didn't work. We were going to have cocktail hour. We had friends coming over. We were about to go live in 30 minutes and then we didn't have ice. So that might have kind of skewed, our opinions of Palms. So we'll go back and stay again. And it was windy. It was hot. It was miserable. That's not the Palms' fault, right? So we'll go back again and give it an honest review. But my first experience there was not good. But just like Playin Hollywood, it was not good there either. And now it's in my top 2.
Yeah, well, it is off the strip. So we'll see.
It is off the strip. Yeah, you're right. Yep. No, we have not talked Kathy out of going.
No, it's
again,
not bad. It's not bad.
no,
It
and the
just,
casino was great. We won. We
yeah,
had
we
a great
did okay
time
there,
Yeah.
and lots of food options. It was just,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It was just, I think the pool,
It was the pool vibe you didn't like.
the pool vibe, and it was so freaking hot and windy at the pool, and
But let's remember, we didn't stay at the Palms. We
oh,
stayed at the sister property, which is where all the condos are at.
well, yeah, and I dug
which,
that part.
which was the Palms place.
Right.
So that may be why we
Oh.
didn't get good customer service because, you're individually renting out these
That's true.
Airbnbs, right?
That's true.
So that may be what the customer service was about. So we can't really
Could be.
say we stayed at Palms. We stayed at the Palms place.
That's true.
Right. So it's equivalent to like the signature MGM, the condos out there, right? Individual people own them and you can rent them from them. So
Right.
that could be the reason.
Yep.
Right.
Maybe.
That's why. Now that I think about it,
Well, we'll give it another shot.
we will.
Why not?
Kathy, I hope you go and I hope you have fun. And then you can come back on here and you can tell us
Yeah, you
how
can
wrong
tell us
we
how
were.
it was. You can say you guys were right, or you can say you guys are stupid. I had a great time.
Yeah, yeah. So just real quick, I know we have to wrap this up, but what is your number ones? Or just give me your top three.
My top three would be Delano, and then the MGM, and then I would say New York, New York. I like New York, New York. It just with the green, because so on the building they have different colored tint on the windows
Yeah.
to kind of give the whole New York skyline
Downtown vibe.
thing.
Yeah.
And so that green tint kind of just makes it dingy, and not dingy. It's just it's kind of just kind of depressing in there.
It's dark. I
yeah,
will give you that, right? It was really dark, especially the first time.
But I did like it, and it's a chore to get to that room.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a long walk. If you watch the video, I've cut a bunch out of it, of us walking down there.
Yeah, because you have to. It's like a zigzag, and it did take a long time to get there.
I would say we did have fun at that Planet Hollywood. So Planet Hollywood would be 4, and then 5. I'm gonna probably say the Horseshoe.
Horseshoe.
I did like it there, and I liked the ability to get over to cut through and get over to Paris, and it is kind of a little bit of a chore to get off from the sidewalk up to the casino.
Oh yeah, well, and that's all under construction right now with Old Red, which is opening tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Cannot wait. I'm gonna do some research on that. Can't wait to see how successful it is.
Yep, we'll have something on that next week, probably.
I know Fountain Blue is struggling a little bit. They've lost some of their senior executives and multiple departments have walked out and quit. I also understand that it's not that busy ever, like on the floor in the casino area. So we're going to continue to watch this because we're going to see if it's tough. I think anytime you're opening something on the south end or the north end of the strip,
you better have your game on.
you better be on your A game, right? I mean, the Resorts World, when it first opened up, everybody was all over it. And now people talk crap about Resorts World all the time, which I like Resorts World. We never stayed there, but they allow us to film.
Man, I thought it was top notch.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
The casino floor is beautiful, and we had great service there as well. And I love their food court that they had.
Oh yeah, very high end.
But I think just that area, it's going to take some time. So I really hope that the Fontainebleau can withstand all of this, and hopefully they've got that big lot that's right next to the Wynn or across from the Wynn. That maybe once they build another hotel there, it'll bring more traffic down to the north end of the strip.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see.
Well, and they need to clean it up a little bit. I mean, it's you still got some of that old, super old outdoor shopping area where with
the souvenirs and stuff.
It's still.
Don't walk out there at night by yourself.
Yeah. So they need to clean that up a little bit.
And it needs to be safer as well. Absolutely. I agree. Well, I think this was a great show. I really enjoyed going over the top 5 of kind of our Vegas thoughts.
Yeah.
Next week, guys, be sure to set your notification bell. We are going to be going live from WinStar, so you're going to get some slot play. Sean S. is coming into town. He's going to be staying with us, and we've got a packed weekend with him coming in.
Hank will be there.
I was getting there. So he's going to be staying with us, and then we're going to go up Friday afternoon. We're meeting Hank at WinStar, and we're going live. It is going to be a great time. We have some fun things planned with Sean S. while he is here, so I'm excited. I think we're going to have a good weekend. We both took off on Friday.
We did.
Yeah. And so
We
it's
did.
gonna. I have a very short week this week. I have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday only. Right. So it'll be fun. Sean told me don't go anywhere myself.
Okay.
Yep. So, all right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to cover tonight?
No, I'm done. It's cold.
It is super cold.
I want to go snuggle up.
Nice. All right. I'm down for that. Well,
Guys,
everybody,
thank you.
have a wonderful week. For those of you who are new, we go live every Sunday night at 6:30.
Hey, we were live on Facebook today too.
Yes, that's right. So thank you for all who joined us on Facebook. We appreciate the support. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Hit the notification bell because we will be going live on Friday. Slot play. It is a blast when we are in the casino.
And
So
thanks for the people that came in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that's great. I think it's wonderful. So welcome to our family. Welcome to our community. Everybody stay warm this week. All right. And we will see y'all Friday night.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.